Hey, lovely. How are you? What's up, y'all? I know this is a last minute live, lovely. I just had to hurry up and get this live out the way. That's so damn old. But I seen that you got a scheduled live, and I'm gonna make sure that I, in this so that and I come in on your time. I send everybody over to your show at the end. So if it start getting close to your time, you make sure you remind me that we coming up on that time, so that we can get past it. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in because I got a couple of questions I want to ask before we get started with this show. So people didn't even know I was gonna go live. So if y'all can share me out, I'd appreciate it. Hey, Bushes, y'all go ahead and share me out. Y'all gonna talk about me anyway. So come on, share me out so we can get this party started. Excuse me. Okay, lovely. We'll see how things go. Because I don't have no scheduled anything planned over here that much. But, we're going to talk about some things. Well, you've been showing out. I've been seeing your show. Your show been, you've been having some good content. Y'all better subscribe to Lovely. Lovely been having some content over there. So we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about it. What y'all think about that Carmelo story? Isn't that crazy? Royzel, welcome, brother. Hey, share me out. This is the last minute live. I ain't tell nobody. So I got more Bush watchers than I had people in the chat. But that's how it's supposed to be. This is the community report. A lot of people don't want to be seen in the community report. It's an anonymous report. So when y'all don't come in, I understand. You been reading the comments on what? On your live that you did, Lovely, been crazy? Or you been reading the comments? Are we talking about the Carmelo and Austin boy? Oh, man. Who been leaving you comments? See, look, y'all. That's part of what it is that I wanted to talk about. My life has just been like really crazy, a lot going on. I'm a little turned upside down with my life right now, and it's just been a lot. And if you know me, me and my family are super, 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 super close. And I spend so much time with them. They, like a lot of them are my best friends. I even just talking about something that I'm supposed to be happy about, it makes me cry because I can't imagine being away from my sisters and brothers because we really, really are best friends. I've been offered a position in another state. Something tells me about this case, people are going to start noting again. Yeah, going to start rioting again about the Carmelo case. Yeah, but I was just ready. I'm ready to come back to the Carmelo case. But I was saying that, it's been hard for me to go live because my life been turned upside down. And I was saying a decision that I have to make. The hardest part is that me and my family is like, we the shit. We the shit. We argue, we fight, we do everything brothers and sisters do. But we thick as thieves. We love each other. We spend a lot of time together. We travel together. We go to events together. I mean, on the weekends, we get together and just do all our favorite things. Just sit in a room and laugh and talk together. Um, my family is my everything. But the good news is that I've been offered a position in another state, a huge position, um, and it's everything that I want, except I don't know if I can separate from my grandkids and my family. I don't know if I can do it. So I've been sitting around doing a lot of meditating, a lot of praying, a lot of crying, a lot of, like emotions all over the place. And then, I know that I can always come home and visit them. And I know that, I don't know. My grandkids, my life, y'all. I spend a lot of time with them. You might think that I'm their parents, and leaving them is a bit difficult, even though I will be putting myself in a position to where I can come see them as often as I want. And maybe it'll get to the point to where the position is hybrid and I keep my place here. It's just so many decisions I have to make that I don't know, it's been overwhelming for me. But that's not why we're here. Now, and let's talk about it. But that's pretty much where I've been, and that's where I've been with this report, with that going on, and just life taking its own. But I was listening to Nick at night, and I've always listened to Nick for a long time. Nick is one of the commentators around here that I trust her authenticity with her reporting. Doesn't mean that I always agree with her authenticity, but I respect her opinion and I like the work that she does. And and just to see what she went through, looking at that case, and the threat, and having the Black Panthers standing around her so that she could do her commentary and all this craziness. It is crazy. It is crazy. And then, just seeing the differences in the way that everybody is looking at the case and the craziness. And I was actually over there on Truth Hurts panel. I had popped in and she had asked me to jump up there and we talked about it. And when me and her talked about it, I was like, yeah, I, felt like, because people were saying that they think that he wasn't disciplined or he was a bad kid or all this different stuff. And I was just coming from a point of view from a sports family that I do know that the accolades and stuff that Carmelo have received and how far he had come in his athleticism, he's gotten plenty of grooming, care, or taught to be disciplined, and how that's what the whole thing is a team sport, how to be a team player. And they be under strict rules and guidelines. And so I said that couldn't have been it, that he was, for one thing, that them kids have to have a grade point average to even be able to be not benched or even in sports. Now they're really strict on them, especially about grades, because these coaches and AAU teams and different stuff has been had so much spotlight on them that they look at the grades on these kids real hard and their behavior and stuff. So then I seen a tape where somebody was saying that, the man was saying that it was actually, even though it happened between the twin brothers and Carmelo, that other kids were involved. They didn't get in the altercation, but it was like they was having a discussion, and things that I didn't know was like it was raining and he was running across the tent and he was sitting in the tent, and the way they said that the weather had just slowed down and they was trying to get him out during the rain. Is that correct? Did y'all hear that? And that's the reason why he wouldn't leave. When people saying that he's being defiant, now I'm hearing that that's the reason why he didn't leave. And Even so much so that the boys had circled around him and he had supposed to been pushed down. It was a man that worked on the staff, but they said that it's not in the court documents. I did hear Nika say that, Nika Knight say that they showed the video, but they didn't show it to the public. They only showed it to the all white jury. So you heard what from the beginning, bums. The whole white jury. It's really, really sad. It's sad for all families. I mean, it's just sad all the way around. And I even hate the way that they say a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. Well, they were both 17 at the time of the crime. But now he's 19 2 years later, or a year and a half later. And I've always tried to stay away from these cases, honestly, because of the Kanika Jenkins case and all the rhetoric with everybody going back and forth with their that it was raining and he was under the other's tent for shelter from it. Right. Because they were saying, the incident that because he didn't never seen him before, why would he be under their tent? And I'm like, why would he be under the tent? And then that's when I heard one of the gentlemen said that they was actually under the tent and they asked him to leave. And he said that he wasn't going to leave. They had picked his bag up, and him and his brother had actually was coming at him, telling him to leave at the same time. And when one of them grabbed his bag or pushed him, he said, you put your hands on me, that, you're going to regret it. And that's when the dude put his hands on him and he grabbed him. But it's just so many different stories. It is definitely more so like a George Floyd case when you talk about the justice of it all. But what it is that I am talking about in reference to Kanika Jenkins is that all the conspiracy theories that were out there, that it played a role in her case as part of the lawsuit that the mom won. The social media had so many theories. I mean, her show was on the what was it? It wasn't TMZ, but one of them little shows. They did shows on the Kanika Jenkins story and how social media and different sleuths, they call them the internet sleuths, was on the case, and the real story been hard to come out. I mean, in that aspect, that I didn't want to get into the he say, she say of it all, or what we thought happened versus what happened, and listening more so to the people that was actually involved in the case, more so than going around looking for what content creators had to say. That's what I mean. Hey, Pixar, how are you? Glad to see you stopping by. That's what I mean by that. So, and I read the jury was not all whites, but I can't recall where I read it. Yeah, they were all white. They've said it on the news several times today. So that's what I said. Boys, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of different misleading information, and I don't want to go by assumptions. But what it is that I did say, that if the crime happened to both kids and they were 17 years old, is 35 years justice? Do you think it's okay that they used him as an example so the next kids won't do it? I mean, whatever the reasons are, at 17 years is 35 years justice. And then I even had to ask myself, if it was my child, would I want that person to have 35 years? I don't know. I just feel like the case is more, looking from where I stand, I think it's more manslaughter than it is cold-hearted murder. And so therefore, I don't think 35 years is justice, because what rehabilitation can he get out there? I mean, at 17 years old, you're not the same at 30 or 25, 5 to 10 years. Punish him for his crime. I agree with that. But I don't agree with using him as an example for the world at 17. No, I don't agree with that. He should be eligible for parole in 17 years or so. Well, they've already put in an appeal, and I hope that the appeal do work and fix some of his time. Because even, I mean, 35, 45, he'll be in his 50s. But if he can come home in his 30s as a grown man and get his life together, I would want to see that. I would really want to see that. Because I don't think that at 17 you're the same person at 30. But that was my thoughts on that. I'm going to look into it and see what's going on with it, and then I'm going to maybe come back out here and talk about it more. So I wanted to know, y'all. I want y'all gonna have to help me out with this one. The community report. Things have been quiet. Things have been quiet around here, and dang it. And I don't even know if I should read the report. What y'all think? Do y'all want me to read the report? Or, because I don't know what's in the report. I haven't been going back to really read the report. I don't know who's in the report. I am going to say this to you guys. I know, I hope that they're in the bushes listening, but I want to. Okay, so that I can do it. Put a 1 in the chat for yes, a 2 in the chat for no, if I should read it. Wow. Pixar saying Texas, unfortunately, you're tried as an adult at 17. He will go to the general population men prison once he turns 18, I think. Okay. All right. So they say it look like the community report will be read. But this is why I asked that. I kind of listened to John Frank. After we left, if y'all don't know, we had a conversation over on Money Boy Trey panel about a week ago. I was hearing John on the link, and he was talking about us and the way that things happen or whatever he was saying, and I didn't agree. And and I honestly, I get tired of it. I get tired of I get tired of the conversation of, and I'm gonna have to say this, John, before I answer what it is that you talk, because I have to speak my piece. But I did hear you, and I'm going to address that if you're in the bushes. We had a conversation on Money Boy's panel, and John was over there saying that, they was talking about the case with me and John, and I didn't agree, or I just hit the panel, and I was trying to talk, and as me and John always do, me and John always do when we don't agree, we get to going back and forth, and and I kirked out on. I did a crash out because I get tired of it, and honest to goodness, it was starting to get on my damn nerve. The bullshit of I'm constantly being blamed. Before that happened, I did notice that John Frank had been kind of laying low, haven't really been coming out as much. I don't know what he been doing or anything like that, do a little video, putting his little videos, but he haven't, for the most part, been talking about me, Gears, and Bonnie, which is what got us into it. And I said, okay, I do notice that he's not talking about us. I'm going to leave him alone as well. And Then right before I could come to that agreement, something always happens. Something keep coming up. And it keep us going at each other. Well, John Frank, after we got off the panel, y'all go there to Money Boy. Money Boy made it short. Yes, I sound demonic. I sound like UP. But but I was just like, nigga, stop talking about me. Just, just acting like them. YouTube, like I'm a real YouTuber and shit. If I be honest with y'all and tell y'all the truth, this community report was made because Miss UP, who don't pile on, was piling on with John Frank and the lies, and with the church people over there and everybody over there and everybody having all these many thousands of opinions. I ain't never think about doing a panel. I did this whole damn thing to address all their asses at once. And that's why the report was here for me, why it was created, to be perfectly honest. A lot of lies was being told, a lot of bullshit was being made up, a whole lot of craziness, and and just dishonesty. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I came up with a community report. I knew it already existed, but if y'all seen me, I've been uploading lives before now, or before the community report came out. So I don't know. Now the people that I was that was beefing with me, they've all moved on, or have given me or raised the white flag. So that's why I asked after y'all want me to read the report. So with John Frank, he said that he didn't want to. He was mad with Money Boy for putting all of us on the panel together to have the discussion, and he felt that Money Boy was wrong for the way that he handled calling me up on the panel when he was over there talking to him, and he felt that Money Boy was being messy. But it's the same thing the Money Boy did to me, that he was all in rah, yeah. You thought you was going to get it by yourself. You thought you was going to come over here and pop your shit. Like really, like hitting his chest. That's my nigga type shit. You came over here to my friend. You came over there to he. And then where could you have gone? Why didn't you go on all these other channels? All this crazy stuff. So, no, you wasn't messy, Money Boy, because when you did yours, when I said that, when he did it the day that I did it, I'm just showing that you did the exact same thing both times, no different. So if we can call is messy now being fair? Is messy now being fair? I sat there and I listened to everything that had to be said. I stood there in my shit. But it was the same thing that happened. I text, and John Frank, I text Money Boy specifically and asked, can I come on his panel and have a voice and talk? And I could have went on Gears panel, but why did you want me to go on Gears? Gears hadn't been going live. Gears didn't go live on his own panel. So I didn't want to go on Bond panel because that's where the beef was starting. I thought Money Boy was a neutral place for me to go and be able to talk. And I wanted to tell my side of the story the way that I seen it. But I guess you and the church lady showed up and wanted to tell y'all side, so he let everybody up, and that's the same thing that happened. No difference. He didn't set up nothing bad to do, but when I came up there, it's just that the way that you were talking that made the conversation go left, because we could have settled it right then. But my only problem with settling something with you, John Frank 100, is that I thought that we'd have settled this thing at least 4 times. And then what it is that I do notice is that when you went live and you settled it and you wanted to say you don't want to go, You didn't settle. You just say that you don't want to go live against people that you feel like you were friends with. And it just doesn't feel good. That's John Frank did that on his live maybe a couple of days ago. Forgot the name of the live, but he has it still up. And you said that we did this a few times, and each time that you said you're gonna move on and we're gonna forgive each other, soon as somebody talk on a panel, you get on the panel and come for me. I did hear where you said where Money Boy gave you the advice. Well, if that's how you feel, just when somebody asks you about her, or just say you don't want to talk about it and refuse to talk about it. If that happens, then I would feel like with training. I saw his. I'm talking about Trey live. Trey did a live. It was the day before Trey. If you seen John's live, John live was in response to Trey's live the day before. Yeah. I think it was maybe like 6 days ago. It's been that long. And then UP was listening to John Frank's live. Somebody sent me the clip where UP was listening to John Frank's live. And she asked me to leave her alone and let her go too. And if she's willing to leave it alone and let it go and leave me and Lovely and Bonnie out of her mouth, then I'm willing to let it go too. That's really where I'm at. But I'm not going to stand up just for me. I'm standing up. Him head can't leave us the fuck alone. Room shaker. Yeah. So, I don't know. But what it is that I will say is that if it stands true, whatever is read tonight was already there before our truths came. And I'm going to read it. And if you don't respond, then we can move on. But if you all want to respond, then you could respond, because it is the community's report. And they did say that they wanted me to read what it was that we have. Now, another issue that I have is the famous 3 people. I don't know if it's in the report, and they've been quiet in the mention of their name. I got to deal with it again. But Bam, Sakina, and KPR. You bitches don't sit the fuck down. They went and made a troll page, y'all. And the troll page is Sakina's daughter name. I'm telling y'all, I be on YouTube and I listen so damn much. If somebody would have asked me Sakina's daughter name, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. I wouldn't have been able to tell you Sakina's daughter name, because it's never mattered to me that goddamn much. If I knew her daughter's name, I would have put her name on the damn community post when I asked her about her daughter. I wish I did know their names. Then I could have told her who the fuck I was talking about when I mentioned them. But at any rate, yes, one of the Albano twins. That at any rate, Bam went and made a troll. And I'm calling it Bam went and made a troll. I'm not going to say allegedly, because, or her or KPR. I don't think that Sakina did it. I just think Sakina was dumb, dumb enough to go along with it. But anyway, this troll, I guess y'all seen it. What it is that was most interesting to me about the troll page is that they use the troll name of one of the biggest trolls out here. The retarded one. That what was shocking to me is that they use that troll. That's the same troll that me, John Frank, and all of us thought were other people, Bam. And you just proved it was you to me. That retarded troll. If y'all go look at KPR page, KPR got it posted. And the reason why I'm putting KPR in this is because her dumb ass at the end of the page going to say, sure does sound like Miss Tawana. No, KPR sound like you and Bam. It sound like you and Bam, where you was running around, and what's funny about it is that I was believing KPR when she put out the video and said the only person got that email address is you, KK, because I haven't used, I only gave it to you, but you claiming somebody else been a troll, and y'all popped y'all damn self with that one. Oh, and then they tried to do the misspell thing. And that's why they was accusing me of being this troll, is because they just ignorantly misspell words as if I just didn't know how to spell. When if you all ever see me typing and I'm misspelling, all you gotta do is pick up your phone and look. Is the key to the left or the right? I'm just hitting the wrong fucking key. I'm moving fast and I'm hitting the wrong key. I'm not misspelling. So if I have, for instance, if you look at your phone and I have a what if I got to pull it up and act like I'm doing a message or something? Like if I trying to hit the G, you may get the F or the H, the two letters beside it. I don't see what I would do trying to hit a G and hit a Z. And that's what they did, way over their left field. Way over their left field. That's what the hell that they were sitting over there doing. And that's how they popped themselves. So all them retarded videos, it's been narrowed down to Bam and KPR. And from what it is that I seen that they posted. And that's real shit. Now, I would say some more names that we thought that it was, and Bam name came up before. Bam name have always been one of the main people that we respected was the trolls. Bam and one of John, our good friends that I ain't even saying that child name no more. And couple people, mistype all the time. They making something out of nothing. Right. No, I do big typos where I hit the letter. Everybody in the community know that I'm famous about it. And I'll go back when I see it and I'll change the letters. So I'm not even going to not claim that because I do that. But they, like, if you look at your key, they was trying to spell a word, and instead of hitting the O, they went way over to the left of the keyboard and hit the A. That doesn't make sense. I would have did the I or the P right beside the O because my fat ass fingers ain't hitting the keys right. But I ain't sliding way over there. So I think they did that shit. And if you didn't, that's what you get. And I'm putting the word out that is you, because you the one put it up there. And you the one got the email. And y'all said that it was me, but I think that it was made up by Bam, sent to you, your ass posted it, or you did it, posted it, but you sure said, this show looks suspicious of Mr. One, or whatever the fuck you said at the end. But it let me know that y'all over there playing with them trolls. You all doing too damn much troll following. Bam then tried to, first her and UP came out here and said that I was Lovely Kid troll. I didn't even know Lovely daughter's name either to say who her daughter was. All I know is the people got goddamn kids. I am not that YouTube invested. Y'all know these people's kids' personal names because you all were these people's friends. That's why y'all know the names. It ain't a person on here. I don't even know Drop Kid's name. Only kid I know name is Asia. I don't know nobody kids name. Oh, and Carla daughter. And Carla would tell you I can pronounce her daughter name half the time wrong. So all that shit y'all doing, I don't even pay no attention. I don't even got enough sense to get mad at that dumb shit. I'm not that YouTube invested that I know who everybody family is. I don't even know who Drop Kids is. Shit, I can barely call my own goddamn kids' names. Fuck. So that's that. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, y'all. When I had y'all on here, what it is I was supposed to do to Warner. See, I ain't no real YouTuber. And I had it sitting right here now. I don't see it. Hold up 1 second, y'all. I'm going to get it. Y'all, shout out to this. Listen. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, I thought I was going to shout out to this. Y'all ready? I don't know how to share my screen. I'm gonna have to get Carla to come over here for another weekend and share the screen. But y'all, this was supposed to be done at the beginning of the report. Shout out to the Cross family. Y'all don't hear it. Dang. Shut up, Bev. It's your fault. It's Bev's fault. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up another way. It's Carla's fault because Carla ain't been over my house lately. And she knows she need to be here every now and then to show me how to do stuff. Can y'all hear this? Yeah. Yeah. Step into the circle where the truth is the currency. MC on the mic, moving with some urgency. Checking every timeline for the fake and the fraudulent, exposing every flex. While the haters keep on arguing, we see the mask in the mask they're wearing out. It's choppy. Can y'all hear it? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear it. If not, I just upload it after the show. Watching fans hiding out in the greenery. We got the lens that the change up the scenery. Falling like the autumn leaves. We don't need the fables that the internet believes. If you see a shadow, then you better go and speak on it. If you find a lie, then you better put a leak on it. This is the all right, then y'all can't hear that because y'all can't even hear my song. I gotta figure that out because that's my new intro. I got an intro, y'all, but I gotta figure it out because y'all said it was choppy when I started. I don't know where that choppiness started because I used to show y'all videos all the time on here and we weren't having that problem. Okay. Well, at any rate, we are going because I used to play Glee videos, everything on here. Now I can't do anything. Well, then I guess I'll just go straight into us reading the report. Like I said, they said that I got to read what's here. Any pieces going to be made, y'all can decide after this. Okay. The first thing was somebody taking me to the community report. It ain't even no point in me going there now. I want to cry because it's so nice. But I'm going to upload it. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Okay. So we're on number 68 of 100 and something. Honey Sugar Iced Tea, I know you lying, Bam. Bam is so jealous of Lovely, the great, because she looked better than her and don't sound like she have a frog in her throat. She really wants her friend back, but just like Joy, she is stuck under Helmet Head and can't leave because she doesn't want her to do her like she did to Strong and Vons. Peep game. Why do you think every time she speaks about Lovely, she keeps saying she doesn't want to be her friend? Lovely has never called Bam's her friend. Bam misses Lovely, but unspoken has threatened if she goes back, she will never fuck with her again. So she's stuck. Same thing with Vons. She misses her too. That's pretty interesting. But I think that UP sees Bam and Lovely, and she constantly says to Bam that she don't trust that her and Lovely are going to be friends together, which makes her kind of scared on how to move. So Bam has to keep reassuring her. And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion of what it is I think that goes on with that story. Because for her to have so much for Lovely at this point in game in her life, and Lovely haven't really did shit, is a little diabolical to me. But that's just my thought. So, suggestion: Room Shaker should be a wonderful co-host. Room Shaker co-host. Room Shaker boom boom. Room Shaker, you got to vote for the co-host. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Who is that? Sleeping hot tea. I got questions. Lady on the deflated air mattress. Lady on the deflated air mattress, Carla. You said you had your people looking for that girl. You threatened to shoot her. You threatened her life. You said you would have your family pull up on her and take care of her. You told that girl you think you're untouchable. You're not untouchable, baby. That's what you said to her. To anyone who has been threatened by the lady on the deflated air mattress, the authorities can locate her at Mayfield Place Apartments in Apple Valley, Minnesota. The lady on the air mattress showed the apartment, the front room, the carpet, and the kitchen. It matches the photos on Mayfield Place Apartments in Apple Valley, Minnesota. Same kitchen, same front room, same carpet, same windows, same doors. She lied the place is not her family place. It's her place. Oh, is it her place or did her? That's interesting. Oh, look, I'm looking. Lovely says she think it's great that Room Shaker to be the co-host. And Room Shaker say, well, damn. Yep, I agree. I think that, look, I think that Lovely and Lovely and Room Shaker should do a show together. I want to see how it go. I think that they're going to be fire, honestly, and I'm not being funny. I don't mind sharing the stage. I don't mind sharing the stage. Just like I think Bonnie and Gears should do a Michi show. Hey, Miss Gigi, welcome. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, I know you lying. Digital footprints of a beat up Padusi. Right after episode 10 of the Community Report, Bam the crackhead jumps on live furious, not because she sent the picture, but because people got the number wrong. I did not send it to 3 people. I only sent it to 2. Oh well, that changes everything. A woman in her 40s sending strangers pictures she'll never get back. Then years later arguing over the head count like she's correcting a census report. Hey, white Bam, the problem isn't whether it was 2 people or 3. The problem is you hit the math isn't helping. The explanation isn't helping. The fact you're still explaining it is helping even less. Crackhead, please. You weren't raised. You were dragged up. Hey, Ashley. Hey, y'all. Who y'all thought wrote that? That was pretty good. Digital footprints of it. Bam said that she sent it. I know that when I watched her, I noticed she sent it to Society 2 Cents. And I noticed she sent it. I could have sworn that she sent it to damn it, Huggy. But then Drop had the picture because there was another picture. Because remember, Drop said she tried to say that the picture wasn't her, and he was able to prove it was her because he took a picture of her hand, which had the same rings that was the rings on her hand that was opening her coochie was on her hand and alive? Oh, she sent it to King Ty too. Ew. Ew. So that's 3 people. And I'm only saying ew, not because of King Tom saying ew, that she sent it to 3 people. Wow. So that's 3 people. That's 3 people, and the story not going to change, Bam. Bam did a whole live about when with the job, girl. Sugar honey iced tea. I know you lying, KPR. Now look, here she go. This ugly bitch is afraid of her own face. She's been hiding behind Jeffrey picture for almost a decade. She's the biggest YouTube whore out here. She was put on blast years ago for sending her nudes to Chosen King. Not only that, she met up with Logic for a one-night stand and sent her nudes to Straight Drop. They talked about it on her live stream that she has put on private. Her news have been passed around the back chats and laughed at for years. She do interviews with old rappers and can't get 5 people in the chat. She is a joke out here. Is that true, y'all? Damn. Is that true? What? Yeah. Okay, ain't nobody gonna say nothing on that one. See, I ain't no KPR back then. See, KPR, you doing too much. Pump your brakes. I got questions, Sakina. Why do you think you look better than 23? Because you don't. You made a picture of her as a flying monkey. It was funny. But what was funnier is imagining your face in that picture. Y'all look a lot alike. Oops. What I am. Sugar honey iced tea. I know you lying, Bam. Bam. If you sent money to find Michi, what actually did you find? Are you the one who submitted that report, in which is what made Gears look into it in the first place? Huh? Did I miss something? Somebody gave something to Gears. What made Gears look into this? So somebody docs Michi before they say Gears did it? Did I miss something? Do I need to go back and listen to my live? Did anybody hear Gears say that something was passed to him? This says, Bam, if you spent money to find Michi, what exactly did you find? Are you the one who submitted that report? And which is what made Gears look into it in the first place? Oh, did Bam submit something on the community report to make Gears go look for Michi? I don't know. You should have wrote what he submitted that made you think what was said that made you think that's what happened. Or somebody else, I don't know. Oh. Something happened to make Giz. Giz ain't gonna just go look. But I ain't questioning my partner. That's his thing. Steeping hot tea. I got questions. Michi. On January the 21st, 2026, who filed a request with the court to have a remote court appearance for their court date for January the 29th, 2026 for speeding, giving false information to a police officer, and driving with no license, and they still missed the court date, and a warrant was issued for their arrest. 2. Michi told the court, I have multiple physical ailments and medical conditions that get in the way of me being able to come in person. 3. She also told the court, I suffer from neuropathy that gets in the way of my balance, walking, and standing abilities. Michi told the court, I take multiple medications that alter my mood and visual perception. She also told the court, I suffer with fibromyalgia, that caused pain all over my body. Michi told the court, I have a lot more things wrong, but those are the ones that makes traveling, standing, and walking difficult. But Michi can drive to McDonald's and buy a mango smoothie, shaking my damn head. Miss Gigi, a link is dropped on my wall after each show that you can submit whatever you want. It's an anonymous submission, so we don't know who submitted this stuff. I am just a reader of someone else's thoughts and words. And then it comes in a spreadsheet that I open up and I just start reading, but I don't know who wrote it. Welcome, 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 Miss Gigi, Room Shaker Boom Boom, Royzell. Kerr, I already spoke to you. Hey, Risa, good to see you here, sis. Good to see you here. Bonnie Boo, you know I already spoke to you. Pixar, Miss Gigi, Reese. Okay. Right, bam. I can show you that most people in this community didn't. Oh, this is a new one. 53026, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I know you lying. Not like us. White bam. I can assure you that most people in this community didn't have bills, debts, or collections attached to their name before they learned their ABCs. Now, crackhead, Tina, that's exactly the type of trashy character who'd put a utility bill in a toddler's name. Please stop trying to normalize your nonsense by dragging everyone else into it. Who is crackhead Tina? Is those two different people? Your family traditions are not standards. And girl, I know you love borrowing black slang, black mannerisms, and black internet talking points whenever it's convenient. But trust me on this one, we're not claiming this. Don't compare us to you, boo. You're telling on yourself. Well, I bet no bam was white. But if she wants to say that she don't know who her daddy is and that make her black, no, that just put a stain on your birth certificate. It don't make you black. But you know, you got some fools over there for YouTube's sake and sake of content and shit that think you black too. So it is what it is. Who think Bam black? 1 for black, 2 for white. 3 you really don't know. What y'all think is Bam? What y'all say, well, Mr. Wonder, we ain't playing with you. We know that bitch white. She might be a dirty white, but she's still white. Bam, you driving down the street, you got here to community report boulevard yet? Bam, you got here to, you do a lot of driving around these streets. When you did the community report that you don't happen to watch but seen the whole damn thing, you get around this corner yet? They said that you might be dirty and dusty, but that ain't black. You know? Anyway, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, I know you lying, Michi. Don't count on Michi ever telling the truth. Michi told us the apartment she was in on the air mattress on the floor was her niece's apartment. Not true. The lease for that apartment is in Michi 21-year-old son's name. Ray, when Michi forgot to turn her camera off, and that's another thing. Those that name right there. Okay, Michi forgot to turn. Look. Y'all, I got the screenshots. I'm going to put them up here to show y'all something. Michi, Bam was trolling you and your kid's name that day. And you remember that day that you went live? Your son, this name that they have right here. I got that screenshot. Bam act like she had left your check. And you was sitting in there and you was talking. And all your friends came in there with all these damn mods. And nobody erased these names out your chat. The entire time. You need to, girl. Shady shit happening with you. She surely did. If go back and watch Michi live, she did not. Michi, if Michi got her chat up, go back and look at that chat, Michi. And all the mentions in your chat did not delete them names out of your chat. When Michi, let me read this. Feel this said, Bam is when when Michi forgot to turn her camera off and showed the filthy floor, she was embarrassed by the condition of the apartment. So instead of Michi saying, this apartment belongs to me and my son, Michi went into detail blaming her niece for the condition of the studio apartment and blaming her niece's mother for not raising her niece right. Michi even says she was trying to show the niece how to keep the place clean. You can tell it's one of the studio apartments in that complex because the refrigerator is an efficiency size. The stove is also an efficiency stove. Michi is not to be trusted. Michi doesn't care what she does to her own family. Michi gave the court the address to this apartment complex, March 26, 2026. The apartment complex is located in Apple Valley, Minnesota. Damn, Michi. Stale T. Old news. Same old shit. Fuck Keena. Fuck Keena thinks every internet conversation needs to be debunked, verified, cross-examined, and notarized. Girl, we're gossiping, not launching a space shuttle. Girl, y'all need to realize that this is her content. And the sad part about it, her ass was quiet, but I don't give a shit. I don't pay Sakina no attention. I just catch when she add me to a bunch of shit and sometimes 2,300 share. I'm going to interview you, 2,300. I got questions like Keena. An offended prostitute. Lakina was furious that people said she and White Bam was selling cat. Ma'am, weren't you a real life prostitute? Being offended by that comparison is like McDonald's being offended someone called it a burger restaurant. The lack of self-awareness is honestly breathtaking. You are stunningly stupid. Not stunningly stupid. With the hamster, you look good being stupid. They done notarized her letter, but Sakina is due soon. She can't even wait till the report is over. And she pick at every word. She pick at everything. Then her and Bam been over there for a whole week saying she ain't never called us a prostitute. The fact that you don't have a pimp don't make you less of a prostitute if you getting money for your little cooch, which you over there brag about. You're prostituting. A whore just fucks. But when you're getting money, exchange, that's prostitution. Any kind of way you want to look at it. Rather he get up and go get a sandwich, or he don't. Rather his name is Mr. Ray, the old motherfucking man that used to drive you around and give you money and used to give him head, or you don't. Rather you running around here doing DMs with people for an exchange for money with no clothes on. Shit, I got twerk videos of you on balconies and shit for getting change on YouTube. Oh, because you didn't have sex on that one, that makes you an internet prostitute. A virtual prostitute. You know? What do you think the people on Pornhub who get, or people in, what do they call the people that are in the movies that have sex? What are they called? They get paid, but they're not prostitutes. What are they? But they don't, I mean, nobody wants to see them. Just the thought of it. But yeah, Sakina, that's why I said you two bitches were prostitutes, because you're always over there talking about the size of something. Got to have a big, everything about you, Sakina, is about a dude ramming it down your throat, up your ass, or any hole that he can get to. And you think it's okay. I got questions, Lakina. Let's be clear, Lakina. The community report is not to make you mad, but it does shine light to your stupidity. For someone who's supposedly unbothered, Lakina seems to spend an awful lot of time being bothered. For 9 years, she had the community convinced that 23 Jackson Street was the villain of every story. Then people started paying attention and realized the common denominator in all the drama wasn't 23 Jackson Street. It was Lakina. And let's be serious for a second. If someone is genuinely stalking you, wouldn't you ignore them, block them, and move on? So why are you constantly engaging, responding, mentioning, and performing for the very person you're claiming to fear? And Lakina, weren't you the one bugging for laptop money and sympathy from the same audience you're now lecturing? Get help, child. Yes, the same audience. Lovely corrected me. I did say that she got a computer. I did see her get the computer. Maybe that was somebody else. Lovely used to raise a lot of people money. I done seen Lovely get people some money on here. Yeah, Sakina, she had that condemned, that place that she said she moved in an apartment. It was actually a condemned place that she scammed for money. Sakina, you does do scams. In fact, y'all lucky. I'm going to tell y'all what it was that I got that I can't play, that I will upload all the stuff since y'all can't hear it. Somebody scammed a deceased. I was listening to one of Bam's live that was about Sakina. The one where she's talking about the $300 man who went up in her. She had Good Life. Is that the name of the troll page? Lovely Good Life that you were talking about the other day? Said in that live that Sakina received many cash apps for faith, and somebody gave Sakina one cash app. Sakina, where that money at? How much was it? Did anybody ever hear of Sakina giving money up? But that's what it was. They was over there on Bam's panel, and it clearly said that Sakina, in that 11-hour live, collected money. I haven't seen it. I don't know, but that's the story. The lady did say that somebody gave Sakina one cash app. I will drop the receipt. I will drop the receipt where they said it, Bam pinned it, and Bam read it. And Bam was saying, I want to make sure. Did you sit? Did they? She said no. They gave somebody gave Sakina a cash app, and the rest of the cash apps was for faith. So that's what the scam video was about. So, Nina, sweet tea, I'm moving on, but yeah. Congratulations, shout outs, good news, and growth, Nina. I just be laughing my ass off listening to Nina. Her one-liners, and she has plenty of them in her lives. She be tearing my side up from laughing. I don't think she realizes how funny she is. You can say funny shit, and there is so much truth in it, in what is being said, makes it hilarious. I want to head out with this. In Nina's live yesterday on 5:30, she is addressing Michi. I quote, "You want to keep making fun of other people because they have a house cleaner? Bitch, you get the fuck. You don't even got a house to clean. How dare you when you don't even have a floor to clean? You bitch." Y'all, I'm trying to, let me sip my damn water. Nina, keep being authentically you. Nina, these people liking you, girl. You find that channel up. Keep them going with your shit. Ride it out. Sweet Tea, congratulations. Shout out episode 10. To make it to the 10th episode is a great milestone. Usually things fall apart around 4 and never to be heard from again. But Miss Tawana, thanks for hanging in there, especially when the going gets tough. The tough gets going. You are not a quitter. Of course, life be lifing, and you need to take care of real life. We understand, and we will be here when you get back. The people have spoken, and the reports are reporting. Here we are, episode 10. The community reports are not going anywhere. Let's go. Y'all not going to let me quit. Every time I want to quit. But look, we're going to have to come up with something, some kind of way. Y'all got to help me out. I don't want the show by myself. And I'm being 100. I want to go live, but I want to do some other stuff too. Sweet Tea, congratulations. The ending of episode 10. Not going to name names. All I got to say is epic. Epic ending. What a way to end that live, but with a bang. It was real, it was raw, and it was grown. Shout out to both the ladies involved. I enjoy both and what both bring to the table. I'm glad that they were able to work it out. I love my two sisters. I don't want to bring that back up because I want us to get past it. But y'all, shout out to Triple. Nina, you've been around here for a minute. They've been shouting you out. So shout out to Nina and Triple. Y'all did. Y'all was cutting up. But I'm glad that y'all was able to come to a resolve. And I really, really do mess with both of y'all. So it is what it is. I got questions, Truthy the bragger. Let me get this right. So Truthy humping on Nunu and Rudy? Hold up, y'all. I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't watch Truthy. Truthy do some nice little painting, little DIYs over there. Her and Lovely. I'll be watching them, but I don't be paying Truthy no mind. But I'm reading my report, and I'm going to say allegedly, because I know Nunu. Let me get this right. So Truthy humping on Nunu and Rudy? These people on here having 1 million people in their city and look for love on the internet. It says live on YouTube, but I think it means love on YouTube. It's just crazy to me, but you like it. I love it. Well, you found love. She found love, you know. I can't say nothing. I know some couples on YouTube that's thriving. I mean, they're in Thailand. I done seen them break up and get back together. You know, they work. And I think that those relationships are genuinely the ones that I've seen. So, for the clowns in the back, Beefy. I don't want to talk about Beefy. Beefy Cake talking about the community report sector has no life. But this guy being every body check, dick eating, and being a clown. He is the one with no life. He is a woman troll. He is a women troll and trying to build a channel of trolling. And he sucked the filthy fingers of unspoken purpose. Ew. That dude don't have a mind of his own. He go along to get along. Go along to get along. Lordy. I was hoping my son missed the report this month. But I got questions, John Frank. It looked like you are the one making unspoken thumbnails. Did you make that zebra thumbnail triple head? When you gave Unspoken Triples private live shaking my head, that dude just can't stay out of the women's shit with a hoe. John, you better not be over there giving UP stuff on Trip. Stale T.O. News, more for Keena. But Keena gets stuck on people like chewing gum on a shoe. I swear she do. And I said I swear she do. Years pass, seasons change, governments fall, and she's still talking about the same person. It's giving Stockholm Syndrome with unlimited data. Sakina, talk about something else. Talk about something else, boo. No, nobody like it. You don't have nobody in there worth talking about. Oh, but I guess those people do pay you. So do what you got to do. Stale T Jailbird, Michi and her famous mustache are back. Promising to debunk something that's always rich coming from someone whose relationship with the truth is long distance. Every time Michi says she's bringing facts, I roll my eyes and sigh. If Michi and her smoothie told me the sky was blue, I'd still look out the window to double check. Hey, y'all. Who else does that? Always saying that they're going to come debunk something, but never come back to debunk it. Always got a lie set up to debunk, but then for some reason, no debunk. These people starting to have patterns. Damn. Boiling hot tea. Let me report the timeline. Chapter 1, Compulsive Liar Michi. Oh my gosh, Michi. My book writer is here. This is a long one, y'all. Let's look back at the lies that Michi told on 12/31/25 based off what was recently proven these past couple of days. Here are the facts. Michi has been living in that apartment she showed when she was showing Bams the snow since May or June of 24 or a little longer. This is the same address that Michi provided during the court proceedings on 3/26/26 for her driving without license, speeding, and give false info to a police officer. Michi also gave this address during her eviction court proceedings case back on 6/27/2024. But didn't Michi Child come in that case and say, my mother used my name, that is not me? Michi, that wasn't good. That's worse than the light bill. You're putting records on kids. 2, the apartment is in one of Michi's children's names, and Michi lives with that child. Michi's niece does not live at that apartment, nor has she ever. Michi made that story up because she was embarrassed about the condition of her place. The apartment is a small one-bedroom, and Michi's room is the living room next to the small kitchen. When Michi showed the place, you could see the front door next to the window with the vertical blinds. There was a wall unit air conditioner. Michi air mattress was next to the very small kitchen right by the counter with the sink. Here's what Michi said during her live. Michi 12/31/2025. Hey, Gears, come here. Huh? Oh, Michi's doing her live. Michi did on 12/31/25. I guess it's called Hey, Gears, come here. 5:30 to 5:58. 5:30 to 6:58. Michi said, and I quote, after they said, turn your camera off, I sat my fat ass down on that air mattress. That's in that room that I was in. They're saying that I'm a hoarder because of all the boxes and all that stuff. This is not where I live. I've been telling y'all that. I'm buying all this stuff for my new crib that I'm moving into the beginning of the year. Oh, I never did tell y'all when, but beginning of the year is when I'm moving into my new crib. They didn't have an opening for the place I'm moving to until the beginning of the year. So that is why I go over to my niece's house for a week. 2, I go over to my daughter's house for a week or 2. They claim I live with my son, but I don't even, I go over there to cook for him and hang out and smoke. I stay over my guy's house too, but I'm not moving in together until I'm married. 7:17 to 8:10. You guys knew how much a storage would be, you wouldn't be talking shit. My damn niece lives in, what is this, a 2.5, like a 2-bedroom with like an office room. She doesn't need all that space. She don't got no fucking kids. That's why I be over here more. The room that y'all saw, Nanya, you say you saw the kitchen. That wasn't a kitchen. That was a room. That was a counter that had some dish liquid on it on top of it. That wasn't a fucking kitchen. Michi then started to laugh. Y'all will make up anything to try to disgrace me. Nanya did in fact see a kitchen counter with the dish liquid next to the sink. Michi lied. At 8:39 and 51 to 8:39 to 9:51, y'all need to stop. Y'all will make up anything. That room that you saw all this shit in was specifically just that. It's like a storage room. What y'all saw was not my shit, and I made that clear. It's not my crib. That room is a little messy. Yeah, it is a little junky. It got boxes. It got old shit that my niece don't want, and she hasn't thrown out yet. Like I said, the air mattress is laying over there just in case somebody comes over. I go in that room to smoke. I have to have a specific room for me to be able to smoke. That's why you saw lighters and all types of shit on top of that air mattress. Y'all keeping up? Nanya, my favorite girl. Good to see you, Nanya. At 10:04, at 10:04 to 15:55. Y'all want to express somebody so fucking bad, expose somebody so fucking bad. I specifically said I'm at my niece's crib. My niece said, will you tell her Bams to take that off of there? I told her, baby girl, they don't know you. They know me. I told her, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Y'all got to stop making up shit. If you going to tell the truth about something, do your research. I'm not about to show that girl whole crib. Y'all just be making up shit. Stop lying, man. That is fucking storage room. Damn. And no, Nanya, you're wrong. There is no fucking kitchen right there. Because you see something fucking dish. Y'all, are y'all serious right now? At 18 to 19:01, I bounce around. My fat ass definitely bounce around. That's my niece's crib that is like a storage room, and I'm damn sure not about to pay for no storage. I ain't paying for no storage when my niece got a whole extra room that I can put that shit in. And she got shit up in there, and it makes it look like that because she's real unorganized. I'm trying to teach her a little bit better. My older sister really didn't teach her good when it comes to keeping up things, like being more responsible in your crib and shit. My niece really didn't get taught that well. Instead of talking about her, I'm here to try to help her. Damn. That's a lot. And Michi, you hear this? At 24 minutes and 35 seconds to 27 minutes and 40 seconds, I told my niece if they do anything, it's going to be towards me, so don't worry about it. My niece was really concerned about it because she knows how the room looks. I don't have a reason to lie about that. I told y'all where I was at. I told y'all whose crib it was. Now it's my crib. If it was my crib, so what? That room just makes the whole crib look fucked up. If y'all were to see the whole crib, y'all would be like, oh, damn. But that's not my shit to show y'all. Shit, if you showed that dirty ass room and they calling her out, yes, it was. You could have peeked the living room. You ain't have to show the bedroom or the bathroom. You could have showed something clean. Michi, you did show us the entire apartment, and we were like, damn, because how filthy it was. Michi, you're a liar. That's not your niece's crib. That's your apartment. You share with your child. That is not a storage room, Michi. We saw the kitchen counter with the blue dish detergent on it. We saw the refrigerator and the stove. You've been living in your apartment since 2024. Chapter 3. God damn. These are the lies continued that Michi told in her live from 12/31/2025. Munchie can't walk. Damn. These are okay. 27:50 to 29:18. Michi said, I only showed y'all, well, I was showing Bam's snow. She wanted to see some snow. Y'all seen the fucking storage boxes. Y'all seen my damn laundry. And y'all seen the stuff that was sitting on the air mattress or whatever. Damn, so what? I don't sleep there, though. When I'm over there, my fat ass can't get on no air mattress, yo. I can't. I'm scared to sleep on an air mattress because I'm scared it might pop. I ain't sleeping on nobody air mattress, and I'm too old to sleep on the floor. That room was like the half room. My niece got 2 other bedrooms. She got a Cali King in her fucking room. The other room was like a full-size bed. Full size is the queen, ain't it? I don't know. That's the bed that I slept on. Unless she's not there, then I'll sleep in her Cali King. What the fuck? You don't know the difference between a full size and a queen? And you sleep in her bed when she's not there? Jesus, take the wheel. 10. Damn, somebody wrote a book on me. 29, 23 to 31, 14. You not finna have my big ass on no fucking floor. I can't sleep on no floor. Are you kidding me? Or an air mattress. I'm too fat for that. I can't sleep on nobody floor, nobody air mattress. I'm too old. I can't sleep on the floor. A mattress on the floor. I can't sleep on no air mattress. I can't sleep low like that. I can't sleep up high. I do still have physical problems. My body is not perfect. I'll sit in there like I was when I was in there, like I was when I was there because I was smoking. She doesn't want me smoking all around the house. My niece don't smoke all around the house. Y'all just stop making up shit. Just grow up for real. Y'all know I don't have a crib in my name right now. I know that's not my crib. Michi. Only thing I'm gonna tell you, boo, is that if you smoking in the house, it don't matter if you shut a door. It don't matter if you shut a door, Michi. So that can't be it. You know? Michi, you need to stop making up shit. What in the hell is a half room, Michi? The air mattress did pop. No air was left in it once you plopped down on it. Again, Michi, you've been in that same apartment since June of 24 or a little longer. You and your child live together there. You blamed your niece for the place being filthy, but that's not your niece's place, liar. Let me see. Y'all got a lot going on. Y'all laughing in here. Lord, what the fuck? Yes, there's a lot going on. Let's tell the truth. And an efficiency was a person. Smoking in a room with no doors is wild. Smoking in a room thinking it ain't smoking in the house is wild as fuck to me. What? The cigarette smoke travels? Weed smoke travel? So what is it the ashes she want in one room? You can only drop the ashes in one room? I don't know. The smoke travels. You either can smoke in a house or you can't. I know you lying. Give her a near cream. Michi and her famous mustache are running around promising to debunk something. Debunk what exactly? If the information is sitting in public records for anybody to look up, what exactly are we debunking here? Reality? Child, that's not how it works. When normal people get caught out, they say, yeah, I was wrong. Not Michi. The Thailand story sounds like something she picked up after binge watching a few exact YouTubers start telling in the first person. Most people would admit they got carried away. Michi would rather argue with receipts, common sense, and the known laws of the universe. She's trying to fact check reality itself. The mustache has become her legal counsel. What it is, I will say, the video that I seen that was dropping her kid's name in it, that none of them kicked out or anything, is I said that what it is that they should have, when Michi was over there lying in that video, they should have told Michi that court documents were being read. Because Michi would say, how can you debunk a court document? He was reading a court document verbatim. He was not giving his opinion. He was reading the facts. And y'all sit over there and let that woman run on and on about what's not real and changing the story and making up stuff. And I said, y'all ain't her friends. Y'all can't be her friends. Because somebody should have told Michi that the receipts really was over there receipting. Yes, the ease and how fast she lie is diabolical. And the cold part is she still can't lie right. Exactly. My niece don't like smoke, so she don't like smoking in her house. So we can only smoke in this little room. A half room. Then we find out a room with no doors. But even if the doors was closed and she put the towel on the bottom, Michi, you looked at J for K long enough, videos long enough to know the smoke still escaped the room, fool. Still T old news, same old shit. Wash, rinse, repeat. Audience participation. Okay, this to y'all. They say they want audience participation. Put a 1 in the chat if you're tired of whiny fuck Keena. And for those who secretly agree but don't want to end up featured in her next 3,000 lives, we completely understand. Yo, fuck Keena, get a grip. You keep asking why you're in the community reports, but the answer is simpler than you think. Stop providing material. You act like you're being hunted when in reality you're showing up every day with fresh bullshit. History has shown us that self-awareness is not your strongest department. Definitely ain't a strong suit. So chances are you'll be live again tomorrow, the day after, and then the day after, that repeating the same nonsense, telling the same stories, and somehow still claiming you're unbothered. Being unbothered seems to take up your entire day. You ain't even in community. Y'all talking about she ain't bothered. She got her ears and eyes to a community that she has left. Go figure. This started over a year ago. Remember, Sakina? You told Bam the reason that you was starting stuff way back then is because you wanted to leave the J4K community. And Bam was assisting you to lead a community back then. But here you are, still here. She's helped you escape. Now she helping you dab back in it. But you got a whole new family and friends. You part of the UP sector. Go do your commentary over there. Be part of the Brew Crew. You're no longer J4K. You've been granted your wish. Why won't you take it? I know you lying, Michi. Michi wrote this on her community wall December the 31st, 2025. Michi, somebody on your ass. God heard all y'all fuck niggas. I don't like to use God with names and stuff like that, but we're talking about the GAWD or the GOD. I don't know, but I don't like the way that people around YouTube mix God with stuff. And I just want to let y'all know that God don't issue karma. God heard all y'all fuck nigga bitches talking shit and hit me up and said, you can have your keys now if you like, since your deposit was already paid and the unit is now ready. The only unit on the property with what's in my crib. I wasn't even supposed to got this one, but this unit was ready before the one I initially was supposed to move in. So when I came, I said, this isn't the unit I looked at. She said, I know, but I want to give you this one, and we will keep the rent the same as the other unit, because this one higher because it has a washer, dryer, fireplace. They all have stainless appliance, but this one also has the microwave. The others don't. Now I got to take my pink microwave back. Anyway, I told y'all, God favors me. Who laughing now? So now me and my bookie celebrating at Benihana's because I love when God shows up and shows out. Michi, y'all take this as an example. Stop using God in your YouTube BS. Even if you think it, you shouldn't say it out loud. Because then things like this happen. Michi lied. She never moved to that apartment. A current live stream from 5:30 shows the apartment. Michi showed, laugh out loud. Michi still on the floor. Check out timestamp 39:11 and 105:52. Michi. Damn, this is the Michi report. Michi was driving. That's okay, because I'm going to do a Sakina report. Michi was driving illegally and admitted it 12/31/25 during her live. God definitely shows up and shows out. 5:30, 2 to 10:26. Michi said, "No, I'm not in the Lexus. Who in their right mind is going to drive around in a luxury car in this shit? I wouldn't drive a Cadillac in this weather. I got to start driving, y'all, so I have to turn the camera off. I'm on my way to my ex house to pick up some trees. I had to park somewhere else because they were plowing the parking lot, and we have multiple cars. You only get one garage with the apartment. That's why my new crib that I'm moving to has underground parking. I get one free and I have to pay for the other two. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put my seatbelt on." They sure damn ain't picks. Ain't nobody in no apartment ain't gonna upgrade you and just give you an apartment that they'll downgrade you and tell you they ain't got nothing when you come to move in and don't have no other choice. But they ain't giving you nothing for free because it's accounted for, boo. 1434 and 5 through 1538. I think y'all misunderstanding something, especially Lovely. She was like, put the boxes over here so it don't get in the way of the living quarters. Living quarters? That's a whole room. What the fuck you mean living quarters? Y'all ain't even seen her house. So what y'all mean living quarters? I haven't showed y'all my niece's house and I won't show y'all shit. I ain't showing y'all a thing. The only reason I showed y'all those keys today is because totally feel blessed. Totally feel blessed. God seeing y'all talking y'all shit and he blessed me. That's what he always does, though. I'm not surprised. I get really emotional because when I see God come in and do his thing, that should be making me feel some type of way. Y'all was talking y'all shit, but baby, I woke up on another level. My lights weren't even on. All this time I've been driving and ain't nobody said shit. Well, the park lights were on, but no, the driving lights. Huh? Michi lied and said her boyfriend gave her a Lexus. Michi's son is the owner of a 2010 white Lexus. Michi lives with her son. His name is on the lease to the apartment. Michi lives with her son in the tiny apartment she showed. Michi, we saw the small kitchen and the small living room with her air mattress on the floor. Michi niece has no affiliation with that apartment and the niece is not on the lease. Michi chose to blame her niece because the place was dirty. Michi lied and said the apartment have garages. The apartment complex only has a parking lot. Michi lies about everything. I got a question. Do anybody know if Michi's son lives with a girl? Because that's a little disturbing that he moved her into his house and she slept on the floor. That's weird to me. And maybe it's just the new wave people. Because if my mom came over my house and I only got one bedroom, my ass gonna get on the floor or on the couch. Unless your mom is like a crackhead or your mom is like always pulling some kind of, well, she did because one of the kids did come back and say, told a judge that her mother was using her name falsely. So maybe she have been doing a lot of shit, which makes her kids, because kids love the worst of parents, crackheads or not, whatever. He ain't want to see her out in the cold, but he gave her a place to stay. I don't know. But that's kind of sad, Michi. Michi, that's a little sad. First Lady of Lies, I know you lying. Michi and her famous mustache was running around promising to debunk the community report. Debunk what exactly? The lady on the phone said, you don't have to check in because it's unsupervised probation for 1 year. It expires March 25th, 27. It's paid, but you can't have similar violations and you can't drive without a license or insurance. Okay? Yes, Michi, I do agree. PBJ is parole or probation before a judge. What that means is that you're good until March the 25th, 2027. And if you're not, as long as you're not caught with these same crimes. But if you get caught with any of those violations, Michi, not only do you have new charges, these old charges will resurface. And he will charge you with those too. That's what probation before a judge means. I ain't gonna babysit your ass. I'm gonna let your own grown ass walk out of here. But if you come back through here with these charges, then I'm gonna hit your ass for these right here and the new ones you coming in on. So, okay. So where was the debunk? You didn't debunk the probation. You confirmed the probation. You didn't debunk the violations. You confirmed the violations. You didn't debunk the report. You read it back to us. What exactly was the big gotcha? I've never seen somebody so determined to prove a report wrong that they accidentally prove it right. That's not debunking. That's assisted fact checking. The scary part is that instead of taking accountability and reflecting, Michi immediately started looking for another angle, another excuse, another story. You have to stop arguing with reality and ask yourself why you're always in the same situations. An overgrown woman should hear that phone call and think, maybe I need to make some changes. No, Bigfoot, the report got you. Again, the report be report and the report be report and Michi, yeah. PBJ boo. The liar, garbage. Throw Michi and her MacD shakes in the trash. Let me report the timeline, Unspoken. I can't believe this. Unspoken, you told the biggest lie. Did you forget we know the truth? On Memorial Day, Unspoken stolen velour for her dad. Yes, Unspoken stole velour for her dad. Excuse me. This is what Unspoken said. I think about my dad and he served to the country and the sacrifices that he made for his family. For those who have stolen velour or real soldiers, you should be ashamed of yourself. I had to take my little shot, Chanel. UP, Unspoken, Dad never served in the military. Unspoken, Dad never served this country. What we do know that's right here from YouTube and in court documents is that in his early 30s, Unspoken Dad was convicted on 7 counts of receiving, concealing, selling, and purchasing heroin. Unspoken Dad mistress received the same charges for heroin. The dad was still married to the mama during that time. Unspoken started trolling, doxing, stalking, and harassing numerous content creators who didn't even know her or know about her. They continued to ignore her like everyone does until one day one of the content creators looked into her past and this was what was revealed. Unspoken even admitted her dad was a drug dealer after it was revealed. Unspoken, you're always saying if it's on YouTube, you can talk about it, right? You continue to speak on what someone else's ex-husband said in a YouTube interview. How in one breath you criticize Lovely for stolen velour, then in the next breath you lied and say your dad was in the military. Stop lying, Unspoken. Question for Miss Tawana. Tawana, do you think, hold up, I want to go back. Okay, let's address Unspoken. Unspoken did a live, listening to John Frank's live. I think I may have already said this. And she said that she wanted us to She wanted to move on and she wanted to do other content, and she didn't want to mention us anymore. She said that we were about to dox her through Truth Hurts and Money Boy Trey, and she don't want all of that stuff out here. I have received links. I have received a lot of material. Um, but she did ask me. She's willing to stop if I'm willing to stop. I say the same thing that I say for John Frank. I'm willing to stop. As long as y'all can leave us out your mouth, we can keep y'all out our mouth. You want to move on and do other content, and you're not doing anything negative, you shouldn't care. The report should reflect what it is you're doing with new content and actually give you people to come to your channel. So we will report on good news that people are doing. I will start, you're free to do it, as there is a section for congratulations, and we do, and normally I do try to congratulate people on things that they're doing, and there are a lot of people that's doing some positive things, but I haven't been on YouTube as much. So, but I do see y'all. Lovely the Great has been doing great commentary. I hope she keeps it up. Lovely has been reporting on current events of the sector as well, and y'all make sure you sign up. If anybody got Lovely the Great channel, drop her channel in the chat. Lovely can drop all your goddamn channels in the chat. She does DUI. I did see her do some potatoes today, and I was impressed with them damn potatoes. It made me want them little red and yellow potatoes. They was looking good. Yeah, so she is really over there gardening and making things happen. Sign up with her. Make sure you drop your links, Lovely. So she said that it was a lot of stuff out there, and what it is that I say, UP got a really colorful path if I wanted to stay and play in it. But to be perfectly honest with y'all, as the same way that I feel about Sakina, too much negativity puts me in a bad mood. I will do what I have to do to defend myself, and I will keep this community report going. It's not going anywhere. That is not what it is that I'm saying at all. So don't get that out your head. I'm just going to be more creative with it. We are going to continue to do the report on everybody, but I'm going to add some more, maybe try to add some more days or do some other stuff so that I don't see how Sakina, UP, or anybody else can go as live as much as they do with as much negativity. Because to stay stuck in this stuff day in and day out is so dark and negative that you cannot be happy in your life. You cannot. Because when I sat around I gotta listen to y'all videos, or I gotta find something to come out here to talk about y'all about, it's so lifeless. It's so stressing. I just be like, I'm wasting my time doing this shit. So I for those who like doing it, my hat's off to y'all. But I got more going on in my real life. And even if I don't, I got a better feeling. I know of a better feeling that I like having. I don't like feeling like I'm out to get somebody or I'm diminishing somebody or everything I look at about you got to be negative so that I can come back with a negative response and all the negativity. I started this report like what I said. John Frank was out here telling a bunch of lies. Then he started getting a bunch of goddamn people to come up with him to assist in his lies. Everybody was coming at me at once, and I was going to address all these motherfuckers for who it is and what it was, and I used the community to help me do it. Can I cuss y'all out one by myself? Absolutely. Every day, all day long. I know how to do it. I can be raggedy as fucking and with nothing else going on, but Things like my grandkids make me laugh and make me happy, and I get them my undivided attention, and they think that I am the best person in the world, the best friend, the best nana, the best grandma, the fun girl. My brothers and sisters, we party, we do. I really, really do smile a lot in real life. So this is just not me. I keep trying to do it, and honestly, when it comes to it, let me tell y'all something. I got some shit on every motherfucking body that was sent to me. The same way y'all back over there sending shit. John Frank, I heard you, and I do appreciate the fact that I know the BAM them. I know that Loyalty them was trying to send you shit on me. I'm glad you turned it down. Because for real, it was easy to turn down because you know me. And you know there ain't no whole lot of shit out there other than the fact that they can expose who my family really is or who I am really is. But there's nothing out there. But the fact that they sitting around there trying to pass that shit around and make it out to be something, I appreciate you not getting involved in that shit. But I've been know that they was back there and they all running down there with information. A lot of the shit is wrong. But if I wanted to come out here and make me some content, and UP saying that the only person, UP, you're right, the only person that was winning was me, because the amount of shit that's out here on you, and even the fact that we've been even playing with you for a fucking year is diabolical. Crazy. I don't even want to know nobody like that in depth or know that much about you. And I don't want you to cause me to have to know that much about you. But it's the same story that we have been hearing for the whole time. Everybody that get outed and you get outed when you get outed and exposed, come out here starting a lot of shit and doing this shit, you found out that their life is so wicked. So much crazy shit that happened. So much unbelievable shit that happened. That is absolutely crazy. Now, what it is, I will say is that John Frank and JJ fight has been funny as shit. But, I come out here and cuss y'all out and do that. I can do that. But the doxing thing, I ain't big on it. I'm not going to be out here doing it all the time. But I ain't going to let the show go nowhere. But I do have to make sure that I don't become like you people. And when I talk about you people, I'm talking about ops who can stay on here morning, noon, and night and do lives, who can have a beef with somebody that they don't know for years on end. All that shit. I come out here and I laugh and I play, I tell a joke, I cuss you out, and I go somewhere and eat dinner. Or I go somewhere, I do smoke a little white boy. Well, I can't call him a white boy because y'all think that's coke weed or something. And move the fuck on. I'm sorry. I am sorry. My life, I'm not like it. I'm not like y'all. I'm not saying that a lot of people are not like me, but I just realized that there is some people from some really, really dark places that I really, honest to God, don't understand. And when I see these stories and hear these stories, I was talking to a friend and we was talking about, honestly, JJ's, if that's his house that he bought or he rented. And the thing that came out of my mouth was, this motherfucker went and bought a cracked up driveway. And I should have been like, oh, he bought a house that's nice. But I don't want it, and it's just my lifestyle, your lifestyle, our lifestyle. Everybody's different. The same way JJ running around saying something about John not having a car in New York, it's because JJ ain't never been outside Chattanooga. You need a car because your store is probably a half-hour ride away. Whereas John Frank can't get anywhere in a car, because if you ever been to New York, the last thing you want is riding around in a car. For one thing, especially in the areas that he live in, JJ. So when you go to talk about other, sometimes cultures, the way that people raise and different things are so different that when we out here talking, We sound so motherfucking ignorant and dumb. That is absolutely crazy. The metro is the biggest piece of transportation, and a taxi, because the traffic is so heavy, JJ. You wouldn't last a minute in New York. You couldn't. If not understanding that John don't have a car is probably the majority of New York, because they know better unless they going out of town and somewhere in a garage and they don't want it banged up in New York. You wouldn't last to go visit New York because the driving there is horrendous. It really, really is. So that part you lost with him. And then the fashion thing, both of y'all can, yeah, I mean, everybody can stop on the fashion thing. JJ, especially that shit you be wearing. But New York is the mega state of fashion because they have the fashion shows there. That doesn't mean that New York people there dress the same. Because DC and New York, we're totally different. DC don't like the way New York dress. Because we think New York leads too many colors. Everybody think we the black, gray, and white state. So you got to kind of like move around, JJ, before you start talking about places, people, or things. You know, you live in Chattanooga. Chattanooga, boo. You can't compare Chattanooga to New York and try to make it look like a better life. John tearing your ass up. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm looking at the show, and I'm betting. Who y'all betting on, John or JJ? I'm telling y'all right now, John whooping JJ ass. That's my opinion. Because all the stuff that you saying, it don't make sense, JJ. And I am not even John friend, and I'm not even capping for him, but I'm going to be truthful about what it is that I'm seeing. So, yes, Bonnie, especially if they work in Manhattan, riding a train a week is less in gas and time because of traffic. Yes, riding, man, we're going to visit New York and trying to drive in New York, and you mess around and make a left turn, and your ass end up in New Jersey or end up in Mass Connecticut, some fucking weird damn near. I'm drinking that poppy soda. I thought I like it, but I don't. So, anyway, let's keep on going on Michi. Compulsive liar Michi. And 2750 to 2918. Michi said, I only showed y'all. Well, I was showing Bam snow. She wanted to see some snow. Y'all seen the fucking storage boxes? Did I read this? I keep seeming like I'm reading the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry. You not finna have my big ass on no fucking floor. I can't sleep on no floor. Are you kidding me? Or an air mattress? Oh, I can hear. Are you kidding me? Or an air mattress? I'm too fat for that. I can't sleep on nobody floor, nobody air mattress. I'm too old. I can't sleep on the floor. A mattress on the floor? I can't sleep on no air mattress. I can't sleep low like that. I gotta sleep up high. Just grow up for real. You know, I don't have a crib in my name right now. I did read that. Michi, you need to stop making up shit. Why in the hell is it half from? All right, y'all, I'm catching up. That's because I got to talking and I hit something. And rolled back. I don't want to read that shit twice. No, I don't. Damn. Y'all, this is a report on Michi ass. Did I read where it says, oh, question, Miss Tawana, do you think you will ever retire from the messiness of YouTube and find some outside interest? Funny, I've been talking about outside interest all day. Do you think that I'm going to retire from the messiness of YouTube? Why do y'all think that I'm messy? Because I'm shining a light on you all's messiness? Tell me, why am I messy? My life, my story, mine is not out here. Am I the messy one, really? Or am I shining the light on messy? Let's be real here. Just because I'm talking about the facts of your life that you put out here doesn't make me messy. Entertaining, perhaps. Sometimes even judgmental. Not good, but I am. Messy. Stir the pot. I don't think I'm messy. I think I stirred the pot. The messy is the bitch that did it. The stir in the pot is the bitch that's talking about it. So who messy? And for everybody call me messy, I can tell messier stories. So, Sakina named me messy. And I'm sure she believes it now. But I think she even has a live over there to where she was like, well, you know, I was just doing it. I didn't mean for people to pick it up and people to start using it against you and to start da 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 da. Yes, y'all did. And I'm going to start calling y'all out for calling me messy. So y'all better find a new one because every time y'all call me messy, I'm going to start telling you why you messy. So, but no, I am not quitting YouTube. I don't have to because I have a balanced life. I go quiet on you bitches whenever I feel like it, whenever I need to. And I wish that I could share my life with you guys. I really, really do. I have fun. I do stuff all day, every day, practically. We can go to the dinner. I mean, I wish that I could introduce y'all to my kids. I wish I could do some real stuff, personal stuff around here. So, but I can't. Step in, Bonnie. Why doesn't Bonnie show her face on live? How do we know the same person speaking in the lives is the 20-year-old avatar she uses? Why don't you take your ass over there and ask UP that? Why don't the fuck you go over there and ask your mama that? Why don't the fuck you ask Beefy why he having internet relationships? Why don't you ask Here Is Paradise to show her face? Why don't you tell Bam to show her driver's license to see what color is on it? You got a whole motherfucking lot of questions, and you want to ask why Bonnie got a picture. Talk about her avatar picture of her. Is that what you use the report for? I want you to go back when I put up the next link. I need you to come with better shit than that. Don't waste my fucking time. If it isn't good news to read, good tea to tell, or entertaining, don't fucking send it to me. So to send me something to ask me about a fucking avatar when half you bitches' avatars are not the way that you look today, I will cuss you the fuck out every time. You little skeezy, stinking bitch. Don't send me no shit like this again. Do you hear me? That's not what this report is for. To ask me why Vonnie ain't show her avatar when the person you follow doesn't show hers. She said that picture was of her daughter. Vonnie got herself up there, and you gonna come over here and ask me this? With all them 1,000 motherfucking filters you have on yours? And the way that y'all use the AI around this bitch? Don't you dare ask Vonnie to show who the fuck she is. Until y'all can get it together over there. Because at least she got a picture of her damn self up. God damn it. Fuck you think you playing with? Boiling hot tea. Let me report the timeline, Gilbert. You messed up when you showed your info on your passport. Moving forward, be careful what you post. Paradise has your home address, job info, and wife info. Concerned citizens. Did you just hear that, Glib? I don't care who it is, but Glib, somebody said that they picked your information up off your passport. I don't know how he did it, but how you got to see all of that. Because I don't think that my passport has all that on there. I got questions, Tawana. Any commentary on getting popped for being the infamous baby troll? It all makes sense now. Well, bam, you put it on the report. I've already talked about it. I believe that you are the infamous troll. I really believe that you are the troll. because only you would be done like that. Only you. And I know we talk about GEDs a lot, and I know that you don't. I be sounding a little thuggish, like, yeah, I can get it, like, yeah, uppercut, motherfucker. Michi, dazed in the life of bum Michi, throwing her niece under the bus about not buying water bottles. Keep in mind, Michi living off her son and lying, singing that her niece apartment. Michi making threats to pull up on content creators that she never keeps. And Michi live from 1/3/26. Michi, did you ever go to I remember that time you told JJ you wanted to go visit him. Girl. And that was when you was with Faith. I don't know. Michi always had a thing for JJ, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. And Michi live from 1/3/2026. How y'all New Year start? At timestamp 3:30, Michi said, "Oh, hell no. I got to go get some water. What the fuck? Only one more bottle in there? This girl, I thought she said she was getting some water. I'm not trying to be buying groceries in motherfuckers' houses now." Michi was referring to her niece. Somebody asked me that I see Triple come into my life that day. I got emotional. I don't see Triple because Triple is blocked. Anaya, the only reason I said I was going to pull up on Triple because Triple keeps talking shit. Ain't no punks around here. That bitch is too close to me. Girl, I don't think you want to go over there and bother Triple ass. 9:49. Hell yeah. I'll pull up on that motherfucker. She don't really want me to pull up on her. Nobody wants me to get at them right now. I know me. I'll be done black the fuck out on your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck about going to do no time. Cause if you fucking me, you deserve, if you fucking maybe fucking with me, you deserve an ass whooping. That's why I called her out. That's why I said I'll pull up on her, because she talking shit. Let's see if she gonna talk that shit face to face. I got enough money to get on a flight and come see you. And that goes for anybody that has a problem. Buddy, I can meet up with you too. Okay. Meet she. At 12:07, she said, I went over to my homeboy. He got a gym. I went in there boxing that bag. That bag was getting its ass whooped. Sometimes you don't know your strength. Michi, but you asked for a remote court hearing due to these ailments that you have? Michi said, and I quote, I have multiple physical ailments and medical conditions that can get in the way of me being able to come in person. I suffer from neuropathy that gets in the way of my balance, walking, and standing abilities. I take multiple medications that alters my mood and visual perception. I suffer with fibromyalgia that causes pain all over my body. I have a lot more ailments, but those are the ones that makes traveling, standing, and walking difficulties. This lady is ridiculous. Damn. So you said that you was, but I think that we coming to. Let me read the rest of Michi. Up, here comes some more. Michi, the bad parent. I got questions. Michi, why do you speak on Bonnie parenting? Bonnie's daughter isn't a criminal. She just graduated from LPN school. Bonnie raised her children right. Michi, your own daughter provided statements concerning her upbringing and how you were a bad parent. Michi, this is what your daughter said during a comprehensive assessment, February the 15th, 2024. Y'all be playing. We moved every year trying to find a better living situation. My dad left when I was 7 years old. I was neglected most of my childhood. Adults exposed me to substances. I experienced physical, verbal, emotional, and other abuse. I was placed out of my home twice as a young adolescent. Wait a minute, hold up, y'all. 1 second, give me a second. Woo. I'm back. Y'all hear my bed? I'm sorry, I'm in my bedroom. Okay, I'm back, y'all. We moved every year. Okay, this is the Misi's statement. They said it's from my daughter's assessment. Lord and Jesus, somebody got her stuff. We moved. Okay, when I was a young child, a CHIP petition was ordered, and I was placed out of my home for 9 months. CHIP is Child in Need of Protection or Services. CHIP actions are court cases that involve the health, safety, and welfare of children. Children are considered CHIP because they are abused, neglected, and need protective services. Cases are brought to protect children and to deliver services so children can be safe at home, or if children cannot be home and must be in foster care. Wow. So is this saying Michi lost one of her kids? Huh? Oh, let me finish reading. I was returned to my mother, but my life did not improve. My mother, Michi, prioritized the men in her life over my well being. I was removed from my home again when I was 11 years old because my younger brother father was abusing me. When Chip placed me back at home, my brother father was still living there. This is allegedly, I don't have a receipt. I don't know if this is true, but I am reading this. Somebody put it in the report. So I'm going to read it. This shit is crazy. This is sad, y'all. This didn't, oh gosh. Wow. I found it hard to trust my mother, Michi, because of my brother's father's presence in the home. My childhood lacked the basic factors that children need to thrive as adults. I never had a childhood because of the way I grew up. I had to watch out for myself. My mother continued to physically abuse me until I was 20 years old. To this day, I'm still subjected to my mother's, Michi's, verbal and emotional abuse when I communicate with her. Due to my traumatic childhood experience, I was diagnosed with post-trauma stress disorder, PTSD. I hope to attend college someday. Michi, you are the bird parent, not Bonnie. If that is true, my heart goes out to the child. This is terrible. I hope somebody just writing stories in. And Michi, oh, y'all talking about creating people come on YouTube and recreate themselves? Wow. I got questions, Michi. Michi, you are on the low down dirty excuse of a mother for not protecting your daughter from your son's father. You knew your son's father was abusing your daughter, RTC, when she was 11 years old, and you let the pervert predator, your son's father, remain in the house. Your daughter was removed from the home by CHIP, Children Protective Services, because she was being abused by your son's father. Your kids had already been removed from your home multiple times by Child Protective Services for neglect and terrible living conditions. When your daughter was placed back in the house, you still had your son's father living in the house. Your daughter said she found it hard to trust you after that. Your daughter, RTC, said that you Michi continued to physically abuse her until she was 20 years old. Your daughter's RTC said that you continue to this day to verbally and emotionally abuse her when she communicates with you. Your daughter RTC said that's due to her traumatic childhood. She was diagnosed with PTSD. This social history interview and comprehensive assessment was done on 2/15/24 and 9/24/2024 and filed with the courts MN court file number 62-J0-99-554812. Lovely. More than rewind. This shit is absolutely crazy. And in the end, they gave the court file number with all this stuff on it. So I'm not going to look it up to verify it, but they're saying, you just came in the room, Lovely. I'm going to read. Do y'all mind if I read just that part back to Lovely real quick? It says, Michi, you are low down, dirty, excuse of a mother for not protecting your daughter. This is allegedly. I haven't seen any proof. I didn't go look up anything. I'm not going to find anything, but I'm reading the report. Michi, you are one low down, dirty excuse of a mother for not protecting your daughter from your son's father. You know your son's father was abusing your daughter, RTC, when she was 11 years old, and you let the pervert predator, your son's father, remain in the house. Your daughter was removed from the home by CHIP, Child Protective Service, because she was being abused by your son's father. Your kids had already been removed from your home multiple times by Child Protective Services for neglect and terrible living conditions. When your daughter was placed back in the house, you still had your son's father living in the house. Your daughter says she found it hard to trust you after that. Your daughter, RTC, said that you, Michi, continued to physically abuse her until she was 20 years old. Your daughter, RTC, said that you continue to this day to verbally and emotionally abuse her when she communicates with you. Your daughter's RTC said that's due to her traumatic childhood. She was diagnosed with PTSD. This social history interview and comprehensive assessment was done on 2/15/2024 and 9/24/2024 and filed with the courts MN court file number 62-J0-99-554812. Wow. Wow. You know what, Pixar, that is? Pixar said that would explain why Michi didn't care about giving the police her daughter's name twice. This is crazy. This is just a story that I'm reading. I don't know if it's true. But the MN court file number 62-J0-99-554812 could prove it. I got questions, Vonnie. Tawana was willing to stop the community report so that she will no longer have any interaction with Dead Girl in regards to what Dead Girl did to Truth Hurts deceased son. I never said that one time. Whoever just said that just told a bare-faced lie. Why is it that you didn't go live screaming and spitting and slobbing smoke all over the place for her not to stop it, and how you would take over like you do any other time? Always the toughest ones that get set down by some of the weakest ones on this bitch. Tawana Truth don't like you like that. You can't tell, and here you are ready to stop your show for her and set your ass on that panel speechless because you've been running around here wrecking havoc with that dead bitch, and soon as you get approached by someone that you feel with either you, all of a sudden the beard got your tongue and you don't know what to say, laughing my ass off week and weaker. That was cute. Now let me take it in portions. Tawana was willing to stop the community report. I never said that I was going to stop the community report. So that was an assumption on your part. What it is that I said was, we had a conversation, Room Shaker, on Truth Hurts panel, or was it Money Boy panel? And it came up what had happened in the past. And I said that I had gave everybody a clean slate. I wasn't around in the past. I didn't know what happened in the past. The only story that I was aware of was the John Frank story. When they proceeded to tell me what had happened, I said that I didn't know and that I apologized. And then Truth Hurts tried to say, Tawana, well, Truth Hurts did. She didn't try. Let me correct that. She said, I'm not asking you not to be Room Shaker's friend or anything like that, the same way that you're not asking me not to be John's friend. I said to her that I didn't know that such egregious things were said by her. And they said that, yes, they were said by you, Truth Shaker, and it would be nice if you could give an apology for what was being said. And I had actually, the conversation has slipped my mind until just now. And I would like for you, Truth Hurts, to give a panel and you and her have a conversation if that's all possible. So, and no, I don't hate you, Rum Shaker, and whoever said whatever about Truth Hurts, you can say what you want to say about what you feel the Truth Hurts feel about me. But I know the Truth Hurts fucks with me and fucks with me like that, whether you like it or not. Truth Hurts doesn't have to ask me to do wicked shit, nor do I have to ask her to do wicked shit. Nor was our relationship built off of unspoken purpose. Nor was not. So, or whoever wrote that post, it didn't stick. It doesn't work, and it didn't stick. Truth Hurts is my sis. She will remain my sis, and I fucks with her like that. I don't need YouTube to assure me of what kind of relationship that we have. I'm not that type of weak bitch. Never have been. Never will be. So you find somebody else for that bullshit. Okay? So you're welcome. Thank you for the submission, though. And the view, because I'm sure you're watching to see if I read it. Told you I read whatever's on my report. The butterfly story, Scamby Bambi. Bam's live titled, A Lot Don't Care Who Tell It, 609. She starts addressing the picture Gear showed of her busting it wide open. Here it go verbatim. I hear Bam, and I hear something about a picture. And I say, and I am kind of interested. So I say, let's hear this story. Okay, let's see how they tell this story. Because nobody tell you how Bam's is thinking, how Bam's feeling, the reason why Bam does what she does, or anything about Bam like that. I can do something, and I know the reason why I did it. Because I am the one who did it. But Uni can say this is the reason why she did it, and that's not the truth. See, Uni can't tell you why Bam did something. She can only tell you why she thinks Bam did something. Are y'all following me? I need to make sure, because this story is about to get crazy. So a Bam came out here. Let's just say Bam pushed Joy on the ground, right? Bam knows why she pushed Joy on the ground. But Uni can say, oh, Bam pushed Joy on the ground because Joy stole her weed. No, I pushed Joy on the ground because she slapped me with her butterfly wing, and y'all didn't see that. So that's the real reason why I pushed my butterfly to the ground, because she slapped me with her butterfly wing. Not because of the reason Uni is saying. Because my butterfly stole my weed. No, nah, that sounds like a good reason. Yeah, because everybody know I would slap the shit out of my butterfly if she stole my weed. But that's not why I pushed her on the ground. Nah, I slapped her because she walked past me and slapped me with her butterfly wing. And I didn't do nothing at the time. I just let her fly on by with that shit. And she thought she was cute. And I probably said something slick. See, she even said it hurt when I pushed her down. Now Uni would be like, yeah, Bam pushed Joy to the ground, but it didn't even hurt because Joy is a strong little butterfly. When Joy was like, no, bitch, that shit hurt when she pushed me to the ground. I might have broke one of my butterfly legs or something, right? Okay. Y'all follow me, right? Okay. So boom. At 8:42, so it was said, even back then, there was a video done right. And in the video, it was the same lie. Because Uni wants y'all to believe y'all push the butterfly down. And I'm telling you, y'all, because I am the one who pushed her, right? And I am keep telling y'all over and over, this is why I did it. I keep telling y'all, and Uni keep coming out and here saying, no, Bam, you did it. I really, you, Bam, and I know how you think. And I know why you did the things that you did, because I am Uni. And I know you pushed her on the ground and almost broke one of her butterfly legs and pushed her on her wing. They said there were 3 people. I sent a picture. There were only 2 people. Ha 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 ha. That is her story to the pussy pic at 1340. She said, y'all can believe what the fuck y'all want to believe. You got Uni said, you got Uni, and you got Bam. I'm pretty sure 20 years later, when it comes up, your story would change and mine won't. So is this saying that, oh no, what is this? Bam, live title, I don't care who tell it. What is it about though? It's about somebody, the butterfly story. I don't know. The only thing, maybe she talking about people come, maybe she talking about gears in that picture, because in the end it did say, damn it. Wait a minute, I gotta move this back up. Damn, this report is telling all. If y'all don't behave, oh no, this report just fucked up. Here I come, I ain't gone nowhere, y'all. I got it. Because we close to the end. We close to the end now. Y'all, this report is reporting. I thought wasn't nothing gonna be on this report because I said that ain't nothing been happening. But I need to get my ass back in the streets. Oh, here go the butterfly story. It said in the end, they said there were 3 people. There were only 2 people. Ha ha ha. So that's why I think that this must be about the Gears story. Oh, and they say the story to the picture pics. She's saying that Gears is telling y'all a story, her side of the story, his side of the story, and she's telling her side of the story. But she gonna tell y'all what she feel. Gears just telling y'all what it is he think. No, Bam. Gears is telling us the truth. Gears is telling us the receipts. The receipts. Everybody didn't admit it. You got caught. It was a true story. The timeline. So when you talk about prostituting, busting it wide open, your finger with the rings on your fingers, and you in a strip joint looking like you 12 or 13 or maybe 15 or 17, and you saying that you were selling drugs during that time, and you out here with your pussy. Maybe you was. Maybe Tawana wasn't too far stretched on that prostitute thing. Oh no, it could be could be that man. The unspoken tapes, the timeline, the unspoken tapes. Release the tapes. Release the tapes. Release all the damn tapes are unspoken. J for K, don't sleep on that bitch. She got a pass too, and I am sure they are not pretty at all with the way she is acting. She is very unhappy old lady. Do y'all want them tapes released? Put a one in the chat if y'all want them. I'm all for the people. I'm all for the people. Whatever it is that y'all tell me to do, that's what I'm doing. She says she want a piece. I got to do whatever the report tells me to do. After this report, if y'all can survive this report, hopefully next report, y'all don't say nothing. Nobody say nothing. You don't make the report. Michi Meatloaf. I know you lying. We the people want to know who travels anywhere without a phone and way to the other side of the world. Michi has been talking about Thailand since the Cross family went last year. Why not make it monumental with lots of pictures and videos? We all can understand a healing journey and wanting to take a break from the stress of life. But she didn't even put up one picture of her downward facing dog, giving everyone her ass to kiss. It makes no sense. Give us some type of picture to gloat along with your meatloaf. If you truly went, you should want to share and trade stories with others that went or inspire others to go. Anywho, I guess a lie don't care who tell it, as long as it's being told. And who knows your rebuttal will be, what your rebuttal will be. I don't know. I don't have to prove shit to nobody. Yeah, okay. You reside in the cemetery where receipts are needed. So in the cemetery, that's either, it could be a setup, but that's Monica, KK, and now UP language, the cemetery. That's who wrote that to you, Michi. UP don't like you. That's for sure. I got questions, hypocrite unspoken. Unspoken is the biggest 65-year-old hypocrite on YouTube. Unspoken had the nerve to talk about Nina filing police reports and using the courts. At 65, UP, when in actuality, Nina has every right to file police reports and involve the police due to her being threatened by Michi. Michi said she would pull up to Nina's house. She threatened to shoot Nina, and Michi also said she had her people looking for Nina. Yeah, Nina, they said 65, whoever this is. Unspoken, did you forget that you said you've made numerous reports on content creators? The thing is, those content creators were mind their business, and you were harassing and antagonizing them. When they got in your ass, Unspoken, you ran crying from the authorities. Every other week you claim to be filing charges on multiple content creators after you docked, harassed, and stalked them and their families. Y'all, what was so funny? When UP was over there and she was talking, UP, I gotta tell this story because it was funny as shit. I forgot what it was, one of her recent videos, and she said, "Y'all, they be all over there and they doing something." Then she accidentally said, "I'm the black sheep and I'm the one nobody fucks with." Then she said, "Because I always got my own opinion." But I was cracking up. You know your ass sit over there by yourself starting the shit all the time with everybody, and you always the one that's left out. But that shit was funny. I got to get that clip. It probably be gone though. I don't know. Remember I used to could do clips. Y'all could hear them. Now y'all can't hear shit. That really blows me. I don't know what done happened to my computer that is not working. I'm gonna see if I can get Carla. If I could treat with Carla don't like crab, seafood. She ain't a Maryland girl. She could tell she from down wherever. But I'm gonna see if I can get her to come over to see if she can help me figure out the sound on this. I do have a speaker or something, but I don't know. I gotta get this sound right because I had a lot of shit to play. And I'm sad my shit can't play. And the biggest thing I wanted to play was my damn theme song. I wanted to do the Glib Zone, what he just recently did. I just had so much audio other than my fucking mouth to play, and I can't play it. But we're going to fix it. I promise y'all I'm going to get it fixed. Okay, let me finish. Unspoken, did you forget that you said you, let's not forget in your live stream, damn, it's the patterns for me, 11/14/23, 2023. You said this, Unspoken, and I quote, "I'm not even suing the clown for nothing. We're going to see that motherfucker face and hear his goddamn voice. I'm going to get a judgment against his ass. We just want to see his face, and I'm going to use the courts to do it. Wow. Let me repeat that. Unspoken said, I'm not even suing the clown for nothing. We're going to see that motherfucker's face and hear his voice. I'm going to get a judgment against his ass. We just want to see his face, and I'm going to use the courts to do it. The Truth didn't know Unspoken. He was responding to PP playing his content, and as usual, like clockwork, Unspoken involved herself in their business. Unspoken, everything you speak about others is your 65-year-old ass in reality. Huh, so we know who the old lady is? Unspoken. Are they saying you older than me? Boo. The timeline, Unspoken and Michi. Michi said in her live on 6/5/26, and I quote, it's the disrespect and going too far with posting people's information. You gotta have a lot of time on your hands to sit back and dox and do stuff like that to try and tear people down. Michi, you're talking about what Unspoken does. Unspoken doxed a content creator social security case during her live stream. She put up content creators' houses on her live streams and provided addresses. She doxed content creators' court case on her live stream. She doxed a content creator's deceased child by placing his video on her community wall and called him an apist, a grapist, and a robber, which was a lie. She doxed a content creator, deceased father, by putting his picture on her live stream. She called people jobs on her live stream. She called people attorney's office on her live stream. She announced the content creator's husband's passing on her live stream, even though her panelists asked Unspoken not to talk about it. She told her audience to call CPS on a content creator for absolutely nothing. Everything you just mentioned, Michi, Unspoken has done it, and she's still doing it to this day. Why do you think the harassment restraining order against Unspoken was recently renewed and modified as of this year, April 26th? The restraining order has been in effect since 2022. Wow. Put a one in the chat if y'all want me to keep posting the UP stuff. This is an anonymous, so we can't put it in the chat. They're going to know who y'all are if you put it in the chat. But this report is saying put the UP stuff out. I know you lying. Oh, shit. Damn. Y'all play too much. No, yeah, you see these people. I know you lying. UP lost her marbles. Did y'all hear UP spaz the fuck out and have a nervous breakdown about Tosh time? Someone who UP is to never mention their name as outlined in the harassment restraining order. UP knows the consequences of mentioning Tosh Time. But she does it anyway. And UP's live stream from Monday, June 1st, she said, I don't want to talk about no motherfucking Tosh Time. Tosh Time, leave me the fuck alone, weirdo, because you out here too. Leave me alone. What the fuck? Laugh out loud. UP just extended the harassment restraining order against her. When it goes up for renewal again, it was just renewed and modified for 2/26. We all know Tosh Time not out here, nor is she thinking about or bothering UP. UP is delusional, unstable, and off her medication. This just shows UP obsession with TT. UP eats, sleeps, and breathes TT. There's a reason UP on psychotropic drugs. There's a reason UP has lived in her mama's basement for almost 10 years. UP is not mentally stable enough to live on her own. There's a reason you pee on governmental assistance and get Social Security disability. There's a reason UP wrote in her own words that she is member of two protected classes under the Americans with Disability Act, the ADA. Please, UP, take your meds and wear your helmet. Okay. The gummies could have it in it. Amber, still T. Why are we just acting like we still ain't got to the bottom of this troll? She's still operating and we still side eyeing her. These white folks on here are a mess. Well, Amber is a part of the UP sector, y'all. She been left. When John said that he was leaving and wanted to be friends, Amber was one of the first to go to UP chapter chat to stand by him when he did it. I did notice that, and I'm just being 100% honest. And those are just facts. So it is what it is. So I don't know. Shakina. That y'all, I'm gonna have to make when I'm checking, you behave in my chat as a moderator, okay? Don't be being bad in my chat. Cause I don't want you to feel away. Everybody else has got their moderator. Sakina. She is a paranoid schizophrenic, and I'm wondering why none of her true friends have not sought help for her yet or told her the truth. Anyone who allows a scamming bush like Bam to play games about my mama while was fighting cancer would never be modded up in my chat nor be my friend ever again. She is sick, sad, and pitiful to watch. The desperation is real. These are just a few reasons why it's difficult to respect or take her serious. Who you talking about, Sakina? I don't know nothing about the cancer story. I don't know, but I know that Bam is using Sakina to have her fight with me and loving every minute of it. But it's cool. I don't even blame. I don't even mind the shit. I don't even mind Bam being over there helping Sakina dumbass be dumb, and they over there conspiring and KPR and all y'all coming up with this bullshit. But when I start lighting y'all ass up, don't be mad or sad. KPR, you wanted to stay out of the report, but you're doing a great job for me to put your ass in it. Nobody else putting you in here, but I'll put your ass in here. Wow, Miss Tawana, your tagline is if you see something, say something. Well, I seen you on Money Boy Trade channel with John Frank. You were very aggressive. You said some pretty hurtful things that hurt John Frank's feelings. Both of you need to stop. This has gone too far and it's sad. You, Gibbs, and John Frank been riding together for years, and honestly, we miss you guys cutting up. Well, the truth of the matter on that is that I'm used to Miss John. I ain't even gonna say I don't miss John. Me and John was cool. Me and John had a genuine friendship. We really, really did. It is unfortunate that it came to an end the way that it came to an end. I haven't, me and Gears haven't even really talked about where we go with John Frank or speak about it. Gears been busy doing his own thing, and so have I. And so have John Frank. I don't think that we're going to see that trio again. But I don't hate John. I really don't. I mean, YouTube just doesn't do enough for me to hate John. But what it is that I will say is that I am so glad that Bam and KPR proved to me that John Frank never doxed me. I don't think John Frank did it. I really think that if he did it one time, and then Bam them have been doing it since. Like that first time, it might have been him, I think, but I could be wrong. But I definitely know the rest of the trolling has been definitely Bam and UP them over there. You know, and I don't pay it no damn mind. I just hope that they hit gold, because if they think that I'm their problem, they mess around and troll the right person. The powers that be, you're going to think God was on your ass. You're going to pray for God if you get the right person with that shit. That's why I ain't saying nothing. And I will know. And they will know right away. They that motherfucking high up that if you do anything on them, it's going to come back to them. And I already told them that y'all over there. So they wait. Y'all might pick the wrong people to play with. But you don't have to try to, you don't have to take my word for it. I say try it. If you want to fuck with my family, go ahead. I can tell you one thing. A lot of them damn sure got got damn sure. Not a little bit. Not a nickel more. Not big bank versus little bank. Y'all don't even fucking compare. And when I say that if y'all think, look, I'm the nice one. I'm the one that laugh and play with y'all. Them lieutenants and shit don't motherfucking play. You hear me? So y'all can sit over there and play that bullshit with y'all master sergeants and all that other kind of shit. Chief master sergeants hanging out with Obama and them. You can go play with them crazy motherfuckers if you want. What they don't play is YouTube. And what they do have is authority. And what they do have is a lot of influence. So I ain't saying nothing. That's why I ain't fussing with y'all about it. I say play with it. Play with it and see what the fuck happened. I'm not advising you to. Amber is innocent. None. I don't have a problem with Amber. I thought that in the beginning that John was trying to make us have a problem, but John rectified that. And me and Amber, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with nobody. But I did think that Amber was I used to like Amber. I still do like Amber, but she wanted to go over there with UP and them. Hats off to her. But anyway, y'all, we coming to the end of the report. The next one, this is called Something a Brewing. JJ, John, and Beefy. That's a combo. Beefy, John, Frank, and JJ are doing a spin on Lovely the Great's Big Bank, Little Bank Challenge. Let's call them the Three Stooges, Mo, Curly, and Larry. Lord. John is Mo, the bossy instigator. He wants to be in charge. He's short-tempered, controlling, and think he is the smartest person in the room, and quick to blame others, and always jumping on a panel to tell someone what to do and how to run their panel. Well, he is Mo, if that's Mo. JJ is Curly, the chaotic wild card. So always go live mad. So impulsive he talks about shit he knows nothing about. Loves a roast battle until he is losing. Always want to dish it, but can never take it. The moment somebody is on that ass, he ready to call the police to be a referee. Always starts as a tough guy and then end up as a complainant. Internet tough online, but always missing in person when somebody shows up anywhere near him. Well, if that's Curly, that's JJ. Beefy is Larry the follower. Goes along with whatever is happening. Always will be caught in the middle of here is paradise bullcrap. Less aggressive than Mo. Less chaotic than Curly. Just give him his every AI woman and is his girlfriend, constantly creating a fantasy lifestyle, living through avatars, filters, and AI girlfriends. Now, Mo is the leader, Curly is the complainant, and Larry is the AI playboy. They are unspoken purposes, boy brew crew. Laugh out loud. That was pretty good and pretty funny. This about to be good. John versus JJ. That shit is funny. Who y'all got? John put a 1 in the chat or JJ put a 2 in the chat? That's me. I say I'm with John Frank. Y'all, we have come to the end of the community report. Now, what we about to do, I'm going to drop a new link. Hey, Y'all, this is what we're going to do. We're about to do a game. Watch out for my post. I'm going to try to put it up tonight. But for now, if y'all could drop Lovely's link in the chat. Lovely, are you still going live? Lovely, are you still going live? I'm with John too on this one, Nunya. Now JJ gonna come out and he can ready cuss me and you out, Nunya. Are you going live? Okay. Drop your link. Lovely is about to go live, y'all. Let's all run over there to Lovely. See what Lovely got going on, what Lovely is talking about. And then we'll see what's going to happen after that. I'm going to start dropping these links tonight, tomorrow. But I am going to drop my links to my intro that I'm going to figure out because I'm going to be playing this on my pay on my when we do our openings and when I upload all this stuff. Sakina, I'm going to upload a whole lot of shit on you to show you who you really are from your girlfriend Bam. And y'all watch out. I got a game that we can ready play. Well, it's not really a game, but it is something that the community, the report, is getting ready to start doing. And y'all be ready. Let's go. Over to Lovelies. See y'all in a few minutes. And don't forget, if you see something, say something. Come on now, y'all. We got to tear that report up. I want to see us talk about more. I want to see more people going to the report. I want to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the entertaining, the gossip. Let's make the report a good report. If y'all make this report about a bunch of stuff and not just about this goddamn community, I will start reading the report once a week. I promise. So let's do it. Let's turn it in, and we get ready to start getting more people involved. This thing is growing, y'all. This thing is growing. The numbers on the reports are going up. Everything about it is growing. I would like all of us to be the best part of this. Lovely does her thing. Everybody is going to keep doing their thing. Pick up Room Shaker. Can we get some commentary out of you? Come on, the people saying they want to hear from you. Nunya, we need to see you drop some shit. We don't want the old Nunya back, but we want our Nunya back around. And y'all, for as much as y'all, everybody who's doing good, positive content or doing content, I don't care who y'all subscribe with, who y'all friends with, somebody doing some community, doing something good on their channel, whether I like them or not. If y'all want to subscribe and be friends, be friends. I just say when they talking about us, we just stay out there chat. If they ain't talking about us, we go in there chat. So, yeah, talk, boom, you late. And I know you got some shit to talk about, and it was probably good. So, just go back. It is a lot of stuff in the report. Was a lot of stuff in the report, but we're going to start pushing it again and get some other stuff going on. Okay? I'm going to keep the report up. KK did not show up tonight. KK was spending time it was her turn to be with her husband. So she couldn't do the hit the like or any of that. That's why y'all didn't get that this week. But she will be back next week. A lot of people will be back next week. So until then, let's run over to Lovely's and get this party started. See something, say something. Good night.